Hello there, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week starting on Valentine's Day, finishing up on the 20th of February. I keep being hopeful that we have some beautiful cards come up on Valentine's Day, something romantic and sweet. So far, that hasn't happened, but I've only got a quarter of the way through the signs, so maybe you can be the first. Wouldn't that be great? That would be appropriate for Cancers too, being a water sign, right? Let's see. Let's see what you have. You guys, I can tell you right now, you have a lot coming up this week because I am still shuffling. And when I am still shuffling, that just means that Spirit is taking a while to decide, okay, what do we want to talk about for Cancers this week? When there's not that much energy floating around, I can be done shuffling pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. I keep feeling like we're almost there. Almost there. Okay, here we go. All right, Cancers. Cancers, Cancers. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Boop-a-doo-doo. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Boop-a-doo-doo. That's your elevator music. Okay, so Cancers, let's look at your Saturday. You are not turning the tide on Valentine's Day. Ten of Swords in reverse. No. Where are my sweet cards for Valentine's Day? Ten of Swords in reverse just means that there is something in the past that was a long-term source of tension, argument, or debate. And guess what? It's coming back up again. Are you mad at your loved one because they didn't get you flowers yet again for Valentine's Day or the anniversary or anything like that? Is that what's happening here? Okay, so Ten of Swords really just gives us an opportunity to see what this is that's coming back up, because obviously it's a cycle that's causing us this tension or these arguments or debates. And so this is a chance for us to really deactivate whatever is triggering around this to us. It's a good time to do some self work so that this does not bother us the next time this situation shows up. If you want to, I'm just, giving advice based on what Spirit tells me, but you have free will, so you get to do whatever you want to do. All right? Now let's look at Sunday. Sunday we have the Chariot. You guys very easily could be taking a trip on Sunday. Doesn't have to be a long trip, but it could be. The Chariot is your card, so it basically says you've got your mojo going on. All right? I always love it when any sign's major arcana shows up in their reading. It just means you're operating in your normal, regular mojo. You're doing those things that you feel really great about. And so, very nice to see this card on Sunday. Woohoo! That kind of makes up for Saturday not being all sweet and soft. All right, now let's look at Monday. Okay, so Monday we have the Devil card in reverse. Now, I like the Devil in reverse much better than right side up, okay? So don't anybody get tripped out about reversals on my channel. A lot of times reversals are better than right side ups. So anyway, in this case it is, and the Devil in reverse just means that there is something that used to cause you fear or that you used to obsess about. You're no longer letting whatever that is pull your strings. You're really looking at it analytically and handling it in a logical, insane way, not allowing it to run you. Boop ba da doo doo. What do we have Tuesday? Tuesday we have the Nine of Wands, which talks about making preparations, getting ready to do some things. We love that, and this can be anything from getting ready to move, to getting ready to make a presentation at work, to getting ready to give somebody a birthday gift. It's just preparing, making preparations for something. Now, looking at Wednesday for Cancer. You guys have the Sun card showing up here. This just tells me that on Wednesday, very much like on Sunday, where you're operating in your own mojo, doing what you love to do, on Wednesday, you're also doing whatever you love to do without anybody looking over your shoulder or breathing down your neck or trying to set a deadline for you or anything like that. You're doing what feels good to you, what makes you feel like you're productive and happy. Happy, happy. We like that. You've basically got two happy cards this week for sure. You've got a couple of self work cards and one that's kind of a neutral card. And then let's look at Thursday. Seven of Wands coming up in reverse. This talks about that you have set the boundaries or set some boundaries with somebody in your sphere of influence, and someone is seeing if they can steamroll right over those or not. Whether they get to or not is going to be all about you. Are you going to let them steamroll right over those boundaries or not? Do you have the cutest little 3-year-old at home that every time he or she looks at you with those eyes, all the boundaries melt? Is this a significant other or an ex significant other that's trying to run over those boundaries? Whatever is the situation, if you have set some boundaries, if you let that boundary down or let them cross over that boundary one time, then the next time you try to set a boundary, they're going to expect you to just drop that boundary for them again. So just keep that in mind when this comes up. If you want people to respect your boundaries, you have to maintain them. Otherwise, the next time you set a boundary, it's going to be 15 times harder to get them to honor that boundary. Just something to keep in mind. Now, looking at Friday. Friday, we have the Knight of Wands coming up in reverse. This just tells me you've got a lot of scattered energy on Friday. You're probably trying to get a lot of things done, putting out fires in a bunch of different directions. Our Knight of Wands is somebody who scatters his energy, which makes it really hard for him to make progress on any one thing. Excuse me. So, Friday, it may feel to you like you're having a hard time making progress on any one thing, but you are handling a bunch of different things in different areas of your life on Friday. Boop-ba-da-doo-doo. There we go. That's your week, Cancers. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. Of course, if you want to have a more private reading where I can look at just your own energies, whether you want to know what the week holds ahead or whether you have actual questions for me to help you make a decision, I do offer readings. You can find out all about those on my website, amista.info. Also, if you want to tap into your own psychic abilities, I do offer private mentoring sessions for that. And so that's also on my website. And then every so often, I do offer tarot classes or Reiki classes. And if you want to know when those are available, the best thing to do is sign up for my newsletter. If you don't see any of those available, then you may want to just give me a ring and say, hey, I need this. And then we'll set one up. Everybody have a great day. Peace.